Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about whether non-duality is for everybody or not. And my experience has shown that, well, clearly non-duality is not for everybody. There is more interest today than ever before, but I think the non-dual community in general, or people who are really, really interested in self-realization, are not so many. And but the good thing, the good thing is that all spiritual traditions, all of them, without exception, at least my experience, they all have the goal of the non-dual state. So it doesn't matter if you're a yogi, if you're a Buddhist or consider yourself a Buddhist, or if you're following the teachings of Jesus, for example. His teachings as well are non-dual. But a lot of people have difficulty, especially in the beginning, when they get confronted with the non-dual teaching. And it's easy to understand, when people get into spirituality, they start off, for example, with tarot cards and nothing bad in it, you know. Or some start collecting stones, healing stones, gemstones, or whatever, and try to, I don't know, meditate with them or work with them in whatever way. And some come to the quote unquote spiritual path, and through manifestation, they try to bring things into their life. So it doesn't matter where you start. The important thing is that you start somewhere. But the observation is that a lot of people come to non-duality quite late. And mostly they come to non-duality when, they have spent like 10, 15, 20 years doing something else, whatever it is. And that does not mean that the something else is something bad. No, quite the contrary. Because like I said, all spiritual traditions, they aim for the non-dual state, for the non-dual understanding. And yoga, for example, is a great way. So what I wanted to tell you today is the following, that it doesn't matter where you start. The important thing is that you keep going, on your path. And like I said, yoga is a beautiful path. It does the exactly same thing. And sometimes people need that. They just cannot immediately relate to this non-dual teaching or understanding. And it's good to speak about these things, because what else I have observed is that when you are in this non-dual community, or you see the videos online where there are these big seminars, hundreds of people sitting there, and the only thing they talk about is this non-duality, is this consciousness. And it is true, consciousness is all there is. But it is not so approachable for everybody, I guess. It takes time. It takes time to get used to this idea of oneness, because it is very, very normal. I remember when I started to get into spirituality. I mean, it was always part of my life. Yoga was always part of my life, but like everybody, the first idea that you have, or that the thing that you want to do, is become enlightened. So when you're young and like 19, 20 years old, and say, yes, I want to become enlightened, or yes, I want to become this, and I want to become that. And that is very normal. That is very normal until something else happens. And now, today, I know that it is more important to long for God, to look for God, and not to want to be something or become something. But by um, striving for the ultimate with devotion and practice at the same time, we can come to the understanding that we are that what we are looking for, right? So this is what I wanted to tell you today, to not look upon other people when they are like on a different path, to look on them and say, oh, you are not ready, or because that happens in the spiritual communities, and that is totally contrary to what we should do. We should support each other, we should help each other, and we should have compassion for each other, and share our experiences without imposing them on other people, so that we all can grow. I make mistakes every day, and I learn from everything every day. So I try to not judge or impose my opinion on others, but just let it be how it is in this moment. And most of the times, even a lesson comes around for me. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you have a question, put it down below, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Take care. Bye.